Hey guys, welcome to day, oh no, I'm losing track of my numbers. Welcome to day 46, is that right? Is that right? Let me check. Let me check my own YouTube channel and make sure. Oh dear. Hold, please hold. I should have checked this beforehand. Yes, today's 47. Day 47 of 365 days of practice. And it feels good. It feels crazy. It feels like all the things that it could feel. I have had a good day. We just got home from celebrating my nephew's birthday. He is 7. So that was fun. And yeah, it's going to be a good evening. So I'm going to practice. I'm going to bed early tonight, so I'm not going to practice for a long time. One of these days I'm going to get a good 2-hour practice in. But that will probably end up being towards the end of the year. I mean, I might get one here and there from hold on. Anytime I get close to a performance, the practices get longer. So, in a couple months, then I guess is the right thing to say with that. My phone looks a little crooked, but I'm gonna run with it because it's already set up. Why mess with a good thing? All right. Hannon, number 27. Why did I pick a 2-page one? I don't know, but it's there, so I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll do charity tomorrow. Who knows? I tried speeding it up towards the end. That was kind of fun. So, today, I don't know what I want to do for today. I haven't really given it much thought besides yo, I'm recording. Love you. Sorry, I should have had this chosen beforehand. Because I feel bad doing the same thing every day and practicing the Bach violin concerto, but that's what I need to practice. As I've loved doing the duo arabesques, but now that I have stuff that I need to practice for performances, that's kind of taking a back seat. There's lots of other things I need to be doing. Actually, I am going to do the violin concerto, but I'm also going to do one of those organ pieces that I am learning. Obviously, I'm not going to do that one. Hold on. Obviously, not with the pedals, and I'm not going to use the pedal. That's my first tip for pianist who wants to learn how to play the organ, is to become familiar with not relying on the pedal for your music. And it could look like not using, because I feel like the pedal, people gravitate towards the pedal way too much, and they rely on it way too much to make a legato sound, when you can still make a legato sound without the pedal. And there's a lot of songs that don't need it. And so, anyways, so whenever I practice for the organ, but I'm practicing on the piano, you don't use the pedal at all. And I just used weird fingerings to help me make something sound legato. But in piano music, they have finger markings that help you play legato to get from one end to the other. So I think next time if I play the organ pieces, I might do it on my, that right there, on the pump organ, because it just hits different. It just sounds, it's a totally different sound, like playing the organ, because there's no resonation of sound that's left over after playing a note like there is on the piano. And so like you rely on the sounds differently than you do in the piano, if that makes any kind of sense. With a piano, it's all about touch, and it's all about how you tell the piano to play by how you touch the keys. On an organ, you touch the keys and it's one sound. You can't manipulate the keys to do a different sound by your touch. It's by how you change the registrations. That's how you get a different sound. And so that's how you get a piano sound versus a forte sound, and vice versa. It's all in the different groupings of instrument sounds that you put together on the organ. And my pump organ's still different than the one at church, but it still has the similar effect where there's no sound there's no vibration of sound after you play the key. It's just gone once you lift off of it. So it's just different. So I'm gonna play a little bit of Jesus Once of Humble Birth. I might play through the whole part of it. That's one of the songs I might be learning. I did it on the other day when I went through all these. Sorry, my back hurts. When I went through all these things, but I think this is the one where I couldn't figure out the registration, and my friend who picked the songs, her husband was talking to me about it today, and he's like, that's one of my favorite ones. The company is really fun, and I just was like, oh yeah, which I was like, maybe I just didn't do the right registration. I didn't really like the way it sounded, so I'm excited to hear how it sounds here, and then figure out how to translate that sound to the organ to make it sound the way that I want to, or the way that it should sound. So we'll see how this sounds. One thing you'll probably notice is that I'm tying notes. That's how they get the good portion of how they get the legato sound, is they'll have one note that's just tied for a long time while everything else is going. And I'm even tying notes in this hand. You hear that? But in the piano, it doesn't. I'm lifting up there. trying this G is tied for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures. The problem with the piano, and this is where the pedal usually comes in, is that the resonation, like the vibrations of that sound dies away on a piano. On an organ, if you're holding that key down, that sound is going to stay there the whole time until you lift off of it. That's a big difference between those both of those instruments. It's something that is interesting to try and figure out. So anyways, so I'm already getting frustrated because I'm not hearing the tied notes anymore because I'm holding them for so long. So next time I just need to practice these on the pump organ, and pray for someday to get a normal organ like what we have at the church. I don't have space in my house, but they do have studio versions that have similar registrations. They just are smaller, so they're like for teaching. And I might do that because I would love to teach the organ. And that way I could practice every day and not have to wait for the church to go practice. This part's hard. I think that's one of the hardest things about playing the organ, honestly, is remembering the tied notes throughout the measures. Oh, no, key change there. And not pay attention to that. I'm supposed to tie all these and somehow move my hand. I'm up here, and then I gotta slide my fingers down here, and then prepare. Oh, let's try that again. see what other one. Oh, that's not what I was looking at. Oh, it's on. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Ha! And then a bunch of acapella, acapella, acapella. Oops. Nope. Now with my hand crossing there, so often in these hymns that are supposed to be played by organ, there are times when you play, like, there's two keyboards on an organ. There's a grate, which is the bottom one, and then a swell, which is the top one. And usually they have you doing both. When I'm playing the organ for Sunday service, we don't often do both. I usually just do the grate. But when I'm doing these, I do. There's a moment right here where it kind of crosses weird and does the same notes. I would probably, that's probably something where I'm gonna like do this, like, and do the swell and the grate at the same time. So that's that. Okay, now I'm going to take a minute and just run through. run through the violin concerto just so that it stays fresh on my brain. Tomorrow I probably spend more time on this, but we'll see how it goes. I probably will make a mistake, but I'm going to play through it. I'm going to pretend that I'm performing, which is probably not good because I'm not warmed up with this song, but I am warmed up playing, so we'll see how it goes. All right. Oh no. Coda, out. You're moving my video. Sorry, Coda was right there and then it said that I didn't have very much battery. So I think he adjusted my frame a little bit, but that's okay. That was really bad, but I'm gonna give myself a second chance on that since I had to stop anyways. And then I'll pretend like I'm performing. Like I've never played this song before. I bet if I would have warmed up by playing the hard sections first, then I would have been fine. Or better at least. Still my favorite part. treasures. They never remember the rest of it, right? Oh, that hurt. Oh, there was a point in the song, the second to last page, where I was like, wow, this section's actually not bad. I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling the song. I'm feeling good. And then I messed up like a lot. It's almost like if you think about it too much, that's where the mistakes happen. If you just let it flow, then usually it's way better. And my mind gets in my way a lot. And so every time I made a mistake, it's because like I either thought I was doing pretty well, or like I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to make a mistake. Like, this part's hard. So I'm going to practice it again. I did not do good at performing it because I stopped and I fixed stuff. So I'm going to do it again. Still practicing performing. I'm going to try my hardest to not stop. Nay. I will not stop. I will just power through it. Positive thinking, right? The words matter. We've talked about that before, haven't we? Fix that so bad. So bad. well, I did better on that in the sense that I did not stop. I just barreled through. But, oh my goodness, there's a lot of work that still has to happen. So, a lot of playing with one hand by itself this week to fine-tune the parts that I'm making mistakes on a lot, and a lot of just isolating different sections. And it's the same sections I've been working on. A part of the reason is because I missed a day yesterday with this song. And part of the reason is just because I'm human and I'm also tired. But it is what it is. So I'm trying to be better about not getting upset when I do this and make dumb mistakes, or I feel like I've been practicing something for enough that I should play it perfectly. And so I'm just trying to let it wash. I'm human. It's okay. It happens. It happens. And the same thing with anything I'm doing right now. My word for this year is record. So I can't get mad at the data if it's not a good day. It's data. It's telling me that I could course correct, or there's something else that I can do to help, to adjust things to make it better. And that's what we humans do, right? Growth is not a direct linear upward path. It's usually a I've talked about that before. But anyways, so that's what I'm trying to mentally tell myself when I do stuff like this. It's okay. It's okay. It will happen. It will happen. So, and with practicing, not every day is going to be perfect. Most of them are not. And that's just how it is. That's how you grow. That's how you get better at things. So you have to get through the hard parts, the mundane, to get to the part that's glorious. So, all right, I'm tired. So I'm going to go get ready for bed. Thank you for joining me on today, day 47 of 365 days of practice. And I'll see you tomorrow in my piano room. Thanks, guys.